Yo, 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 Nakama around the world, welcome back to Conqueror's Haki Corner. It's your boy Vim.
Yo.
I'm your boy Serge, and we're both repping for the boy Rock, but we're here to bring you another manga chapter review of My Hero Academia. That's
Boku no Hero Academia.
Chapter 234, Perception Collapse.
But before we begin, guys, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the like button if you like Conqueror's Haki Corner and you like My Hero Academia. And if you've forgotten what happened in the last chapter review, you can check out the link back here or maybe in the description box below. And last but never least,
Thank you for everyone that joins us, that participates,
appreciate
that
you.
shows the love. Thank you for all the constructive criticism. We appreciate you, man. We really do.
The more you get involved, the more we enjoy it.
Yep, we're getting there. But without further ado, we want to dive in straight away to the key moments in an analysis. It was a quick chapter, but it had so much, man. I mean, I don't know what got me the most excited. Was it the end or the beginning?
Do you know?
Should we take it from the top?
We'll go from the top. We have to. Because it started off with a bang.
So we started off with just an epic speech.
Ooh, cool.
Epic speech, and I don't want to like get it wrong. It was beautifully said, man. Whatever you touch with all five fingers with the K, it's the same for you too, isn't it? Blah 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 blah. If your ambitions are hollow, they will bear no fruit. Is the pursuit of destruction your only worth as a human?
Crazy.
Wow.
He's really talking to him.
Man, it's leader versus leader. Literally is leader versus leader. And throughout this chapter, we just kind of see where who's at. And Shigaraki did not disappoint. Great character development from Haki. That flashback. So you have Shigaraki Tomura. The hand that was ripped off by Redestro and dashed to the side is his sister, Hana-chan's hand.
Definitely. See, this is what's crazy, right? Shigaraki is having a epiphany mid-fight. So, although he's about to get his life taken away, he's going back into his own past and trying to figure out what the hell is going on in his own life. And Redestro seems to think he's a scrub until we get further on.
Well, in the flashback, we have All For One, full hair. We still don't see his face, sharp suit. But you know what? We get the picture of why he has all these hands. Like, when I first started watching MHA, I just thought he was a creepy looking villain, man.
He just had one of those appearances where, do you know what? A villain will look like you. That's what a villain's supposed to look like.
Creepy, but there's meaning and substance behind it. So
I agree.
This is your mother's hand, your grandmother's, your grandfather's, and your father's. And he says something very powerful.
Definitely.
And it goes on to what happens in this chapter. We see the awakening of Shigaraki.
But this is what's crazy. This is a villain saying this, right? The human heart is an incredible thing. Whether it be anger or sadness, all negative emotions will fade away with time. From now on, keep their bodies close to you. Don't let those memories ever fade away. So
that's his strength, man. And how beautiful, man. And it's almost practical, you know, like they say with lost, time heals everything. And as time, you know, sometimes we may never forget certain things, but we think about them less. But it's such a trauma that triggers such power that All For One, in his sickening way, just wanted him to like kind of have it on him all the time, which will keep him motivated for his dark ways, the destructive ways. True. And make him stronger. Because
for the time we've been seeing Shigaraki, he's been suppressing it and he's been trying to not remember so much, but he's getting the grips of everything at the moment.
And the crazy thing is, we go into it, you know, Redestro goes to crush one of Shigaraki's hand, but Shigaraki just with his fingers starts to decay him to the point where he just flings him.
Two fingers, not all five.
2 fingers, man. And you see it start to crumble, he gets dashed away, and Redestro's just left there thinking like, whoa, did I get the wrong intel on this guy? Like, what's going on? But then he talks about it and he's just like, wow. And there's an epic picture of Shigaraki's face, man. Like, my head is splitting, man. This is more flashbacks. But he says, there are cases where a special ability evolves due to some random cause. And this is a common theme in manga, anime, you know. There's an emotional reaction, much like the Sharingan in Naruto or
something
Super Saiyan. Something triggers him and sets him off, yeah. And he even says, like, in his own crew, Apocryphos' ability to control the temperature of ice was the same when I accidentally burned myself one. It's like, it's crazy, man. And then he's just and he says he's in the midst of reawakening, and he just goes into like a crazy clash with him. And this was the biggest testament for me, where he says, wow. So we kind of get a measure of what we get power gauge. We get some clarity. It's just like, if he had this level of ability in Kamino, he would have decayed a hero or two. Like, he is so far from where he was. Like, he's not. back then, when you think back at Shigaraki, he seemed like someone that was heavily reliant on his team in the Nomu.
Because he couldn't really do much. He didn't look like he moved fast. His power was very destructive, but unless he touches you, it doesn't make a difference.
So fast and the minimal wasted movement, it's like he's a cat. So his physical ability, as well as his like knowledge of battle, he's just evolved, man.
So now he's increased, he's more dangerous.
Absolute crazy. Then we get just an epic, more evolution. He says, same goes for me. Liberation 80%. So
this is crazy.
I'm guessing this is 80% of his full power. He just blackens, gets much bigger, gets ready to destroy Shigaraki like a battle to the death, like no more playing around. Has some crazy moves. Stress output, stress bomb. Says the festival ends here. Then there's another flashback, and bam, he gets a warning from his friends. Read Destro, be careful, it's headed your way.
Jeez.
And it's what we've been waiting for, guys.
The final.
This panel needs to be, you need to take a picture of it and put it as your wallpaper on the back of your phone. Because that panel,
that's crazy.
With Gigantomachia underneath, man, just
Literally.
a drawing of Shigaraki in that kind of all black everything.
It's like he's cloaked in a shadow, but it's his clothing that's all ripped up. It's crazy.
Absolutely crazy, man. And we got it, man. It's going to be a big, epic fight.
Brilliant.
All right, which leads us on to predictions and plot.
I think Gigantomachia is going to struggle.
Ooh.
Let me explain something, right? And I'll tell you. We've not seen him really fight. We've seen him mess around with the League of Villain Academia. We've seen him mess around with them, throw them around, but we haven't seen him being tested. Now, Videstro, same, we haven't seen him, but Videstro's got a chip on his shoulder and he's very calculated.
Well, for me, I think it's going to be a case of, I'm going to predict that Gigantomachia will edge out Redestro in raw power.
Okay.
In raw power, however, it's going to be the Battle Savi
there you go, okay.
of a Redestro. So I'm with you there. I think it's going to take...
That's interesting. Raw power, you say that, because Redestro still is at 80%.
Well, it's almost like, yeah, I agree.
You think he's going to get stressed enough to get to 100?
But Shigaraki will be involved.
Okay.
I don't see Shigaraki backing down. I think Redestro's come to help them. So Redestro obviously Gigantomachia has come to help them against Redestro, which means the leader has won him over. Because he's demonstrated to push Redestro fast, that far. And this is my ultimate prediction.
Go on, talk to me.
My guy, Shigaraki Tomura, is going to do something that wins over Gigantomachia.
Okay.
And we're going to end in some kind of stalemate. There's going to be blood. There's going to be bones. But obviously, it's going to be inconclusive. So that's my prediction, man. Have you got any more? I mean, I'll go one more.
Go on,
I think now we're going to see a collection of everyone fight everyone.
Okay.
Everyone has to get involved because we've kind of gone away from a few other characters. So I think we've got 2, 3 more, maybe 4 more chapters of this.
Do you feel we're going to get a much more clearer backstory in Shigaraki? That's what I feel like I want a prediction for. My prediction is I want the next chapter to be Shigaraki explaining his backstory.
Yeah.
So I want a flashback. Because we're getting a lot of action at the moment, we're not getting a lot of history.
Yep.
So I predict that it's going to be a backstory because he's leading up to it.
Which leads us on to question time.
Cool.
Obvious questions, nothing new. How strong is Gigantomachia?
True.
Is he going to be on the manners now to Shigaraki? Is Shigaraki going to stay involved? But more importantly for me is what's everyone else doing? How are they going to, what are they going to play in terms of importance-wise in this battle?
And if they lose, will it affect Redestro's stance on the fight as it is if he sees his teammates, his nakama, losing in their battles? Will it affect his mentality? Will he retreat because of that? Because we initially thought that Shigaraki might want to retreat because of the destruction that's caused to his team. So
yeah, it's kind of crazy, man. But you see, kind of listen to the panel, man. Like, look, my guy.
Yeah.
His crew is there when Gigantomachia.
They're standing right above him. Yeah,
are they going to get hurt by it? I mean, essentially, I do believe it's Gigantomachia versus Redestro. But
do you think the others will get involved?
But no, that's the question. Will the others get involved? It's that simple. This chapter was so simple yet so deep, man.
Very deep.
That takes us on to who's the MVP of the week, man.
Ooh, this is difficult. You go first.
I'm going to go first. I'm going to set it off. I'm going to say I'm not going to beat around the bush, man. Shigaraki.
Okay.
And the reason why is because I got more character depth on him. He's clearly up against an opponent stronger than him, but he's getting stronger and stronger in the battle. He's showing it, and he's not backing down. And on top of that, I was just sold by that final panel with him walking with all his hands in black and his eyes. For me, that's it. It has to be Shigaraki.
Now, I do not disagree with everything you said in the above, but we're going to have to be a bit controversial. I'm going to go with Destro. He is a hell of a character. Kohai, God, whew, the speeches he gives to Shigaraki, he's patronizing, but in a very
factual way.
And he really tells you, he speaks to you. Listen, when he was telling him about himself, and he's saying, what is it to you? What is it about you? Why do you want to be destructive? He's trying to tell him, wake up. He's trying to speak to him as an individual. And he showed him the levels of, you know what, okay, I can see you're improving. Let me improve. I like him.
I was, and that's where I was initially there, but then it's like the first half of the chapter, we Destro, second half, for me, Shigaraki. However, I think we are due, because I don't want to go over no one's head, this honourable mention for All For One. Just because his grooming of Shigaraki, just in that little bit, he planted a seed from that evolved today.
From the beginning. So he was there.
If it wasn't for that, if it wasn't for him to tell them to keep those hands closed, God knows what would have happened.
That's true.
So,
All For One.
But more importantly, guys, let us know what you thought of the chapter. Let us know who your MVP of the week is. Please let us know and why. Tell us what you think is going to happen. Tell us what you like to see happen. And if you feel that we're way off on our predictions, hey, straighten us out. Let's go. Let's chop it up with each other, man.
Definitely. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button, because you know this was a fire chapter. And don't forget to share the video. The more you share, the more we grow.
100%.
But from Konkozaki Corner, until next time, it is a peace out.